What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 27th of August. We're going to take a look at Flare Networks, ticker symbol FLR USDT, Flare/Tether. Welcome, guys. Let's jump right to the charts. So, taking a look here at Flare, it's been a while. It's been a long time, actually. And Flare has continued to drop to the downside, guys. We actually hit... Interesting. I looked at the charts this morning. I have Flare on my watch list over on the right hand side, but I don't look at it much. Don't hold any Flare. So got a request to do a video. So figured, hey, let's take a look at the charts, see what is going on here. So going back a while, I had some lower price targets for Flare, all the way down here at the 0.01269 level. That's this white line on the chart. Well, oddly enough, Flare made it all the way down to that level and has found support twice. We're going to talk about a potential double bottom here for the Flare chart. By the way, this is Flare Network/Tether, and KuCoin here will be this data provider. So let's take a We'll go back a little bit in time, then we'll jump right into what's going on here currently. So we're going to zoom in on the charts, get rid of this watch list. Guys, welcome all of the new subscribers. Appreciate it. If you are not yet joined, go ahead and do so. So we have this pennant that formed back in here. Basically, higher lows, lower highs. That broke to the downside. Quick little rally back up into that 4301 level, and then markets continued to fade, bouncing in between our levels as the overall trend continued to the downside. Fast forward to where we're at now. So before we get to that, the deals right now in the altcoin market they don't happen all the time. They can last for a long time, but they don't always come back to these prices that we'll see before we get a expansion here in the altcoin market. You'll see a lot of times in these bear markets that you'll get 90+% discounts for different altcoins, and the altcoins with utility are the ones that should do the best in the next rally. So take that for what it is, guys. It's not financial advice, but what I can tell you is from the peak here for this chart, this pair, down to the lows, which we just saw not too long ago, a few days ago, basically a 76% discount from the highs, and the highs were not that long ago. They were this year, January in 23. So some altcoins you'll see at 90% discounts right now, guys. That's incredible. And people who accumulate those altcoins, because the altcoin market will have a very strong run. Those who accumulate at these super low levels will do very well. Assuming they can hold and assuming they take profits down the road. So that's not financial advice, but that is, you can take that for what it is. There's a 75% discount, give or take, right now for something like Flare, which is what we're talking about. So all these levels on the chart, if you're new to the channel, act as support, which are ones below the market, resistance above the market, also price targets for both sets. So Flare made it all the way down here to the 1269 level. That's 0.01269. And just like it should, acted as support, for a period of time. We'll see. Doesn't mean it's going to be the bottom. But what's interesting, as I brought this chart up this morning, was that we double bottomed off of here. Now we have to see if this rally can hold. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But the market here pulled back, found massive support, just like it should at that level, rallied up, rolled over again, found support on the 17th and 18th of August, not too long ago. And so far we are starting to wedge higher here. So, there is a chance that this could be a double bottom, and that is the bottom for this market, and it will continue to rally. Now, it depends on a lot of things, depends on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin doesn't look the greatest right now, so that's not going to help something like Flare, rally from here. But for right now, we have solid support, very solid support at the 0.01269 level for Flare Network / Tether on this KuCoin chart. Something of concern. So yes, there's nice support there, but it doesn't mean that will be the bottom and it will hold. This rising wedge here is pretty bearish and could break to the downside, especially if we see more weakness for Bitcoin. So, although it is holding now, it might not hold, in the days or weeks ahead. Usually these rising wedges here will break to the downside, which is what happened right here. Rising wedge, broke back to the downside. You can see this rising wedge here, broke back to the downside. So keep that in mind. I do have 2 new lower price targets below the market, guys. One here at 0.01178. That's right here. And then one down there at 0.01010. So that would put the price down from where we are currently trading at. Call it 12.5% to the 1178. And then another 25% down there to the 0101 support levels. So if we get weakness in Bitcoin, there's a good chance Flare will continue with that and head lower in price. So potentially at 12.5 to a 25% move lower for Flare. Just like Flare hit this target down here at 1269, could easily hit these as well, especially if the overall markets go south. They are not looking too bullish right now. So that is the bearish scenario for Flare right now. The bullish scenario is, let's switch up my tools here. And guys, all links are always down in the video description. Appreciate if you do use those. It does help support the channel. So we have, so far we have a nice double bottom here. We have this wedge up, which is, pretty bearish. This wedge up could pull back, be a higher low, could find support at 1269, and then we could actually get a rally here, giving us a higher high, and that would also give us a confirmed trend change in trend there. So we'll have to see if that takes place. It's a possibility. Like I said, if we get strength in Bitcoin, there's a good chance we'll see Flare rally. If we get weakness in Bitcoin, there's a good chance Flare is either 1, going to go sideways, or 2, this rising wedge will break lower and take us closer to those 2 new lower price targets. So that's what I see with Flare. Keep in mind, guys, that everybody wants to make a lot of money in crypto, and some do and some don't, and some takes longer than others. Some people give up before they have the opportunity to make some big money, or whatever the case may be. When the news is at its worst, right? So, when nobody's talking about crypto, it's not the high-flying thing, blah, blah, blah. There's incredible deals in the market. And if you're willing to buy certain cryptos that have utility, that, should make it over time, when the prices are down, 70 to 90+%, and you can hold them when the markets start to really rally. By the time the news is talking about the markets rallying, all of these things have made massive, massive runs. And of course, not all of them will do, super, super good, but many of them will at least follow the overall trend. So just keep that in mind. There's incredible discounts right now. I think Flare is one of those discounts, but hey, not financial advice. Please make your own financial decisions. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up here, guys. Like I said, we have 2 new targets below the market. One's 12.5%, one's 25%, 1178, 1010 below the market. Let's see if this rising wedge creates a higher low. If that does, a higher low, and then look for that higher high breaking above that area. And that could be a nice change in trend to the bull side, bullish, and take us up to those upper price targets. But don't ignore Bitcoin, guys. Okay, we'll take a look at Bitcoin real quick. Got some time here. BTC, where is Bitcoin? Getting a nice move for XRP this morning. Hey, I'll take a little bit of a green after this rough sell-off. So Bitcoin, before we wrap this video up, guys, finding nice support here at the basically 2623, 25,760 area. Don't know what it's going to do here, though. Slight concern. I do think there's a pretty good chance that we could break lower, which would take us down to 24,145 for starters. And then if things get real ugly, 21,070. So that's to the bearish side. If for some reason this thing can rocket higher, we would look for a move up back up to 28,249. So keep your eye on this. It's important. Basically what this does is going to carry over into Flare and the altcoins. There's incredible discounts in the altcoin market right now, and there is a lot of money to be made in the buying right now, because this altcoin market will run at some point. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Guys, thanks for watching. You have a great weekend. Catch you in the next one.